So let's talk about President Muhammadu Buhari, or former president, late former president Muhammadu Buhari, and his wife Aisha's divorce, right? There have been news circulating that Aisha and Buhari have been divorced, that they divorced shortly after his tenure as president of this country. News of that thing have not really been clarified. Right now, it's still allegedly, but honestly, everything is pointing to the direction that is true. Probably there's no marriage between them again. I'm not surprised. It happens. It's very common in the northern, land. Two people that are in a relationship can decide today, I don't want you again, I beg. And it's not bad. It's just, that's why I like their marriage. I don't tire. I don't want to do again. But it's just, everybody go just find a way, peacefully go. Nobody go here. I'm unlike our own in Nigeria here, that people on social media will start dragging. Oh, this one, they don't steal. They don't do like this. They don't chop person money. You don't run away. Imagine that this thing that happened was Regina Daniel, that, you understand, God forbid, that Regina Daniel's husband was, a president or a governor, and then she was now the first lady, and immediately after that, divorce can happen. The social media like this go don't burst. Everybody will be saying, do you know that Regina Daniel left that network? After everything, hey, so now the money now make her enter. That's people will hear all those things. Now the money, I thought can say now money. See, the money now. Why she can't leave the man where they sick? Yeah, when she's supposed to stay with her, she can't leave her like that. Can't go. Say they don't born like two children. He can't go. But let me tell you, in the north, it's not like that. Islamically, it's fine. If you guys are not compatible, there are factors. If the court checks it and you guys are not compatible, and moreover, their own divorce is very easy. It's just Nasa Kekio, I've divorced you. If they told you Nasa Keki is one that's divorced, it's three ropes that is holding the marriage. Nasa Keki, one, there is still room for reconciliation. Nasekeki is two, it's remaining just one. This one, you go your parents' house, they go come back, come back, come carry you. But when they tell you Nasekeki, that is three. That is three. When they don't give you that three seki, there is no marriage in between the both of you again. You guys cannot be married anymore. For you people to marry again, the wife must have to go and get married and divorce for now that man to go back to that person. So that is it. You see their marriage very sweet, no wahala, no stress. You get, if like you're getting, or you got married to a family that they don't like you as a woman in the north, right? And everybody's complaining. Sometimes the family of the man will be like, if you don't divorce her, you're not going to get anything from the will. The woman will be like, no problem, let me go and marry somebody else. Probably while I'm there, and the man bye. You get, I'll come back, I'll look for a way, cause trouble there. But one thing we say, sometimes after they say they're married, the man they agree, they agree divorce them, that's okay. They agree divorce them. So they come with a whole lot of problems and all of that. Then when that one divorce them, they'll come back. That is it. It's as easy as no enmity like that. So now back to Buhari and his wife divorce. The person who talked about this divorce was Farouk. One thing, Farouk, he was the one who brought out the news, so it's still alleged that they are no longer together. Said and divorced immediately after their tenure passed. Now, if you all don't know, Aisha Buhari is the second wife of Buhari. The first wife was Sefina. Sefina is late. She died in 2006. That is his first wife. She had two kids for him. She has a son, Musa, and then she has a daughter. What's her name? Fatima. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. She has two kids for him, right? She was the first lady in the first time he was the president of this country. When I don't know, that's how they school, when I don't say I would pass. I don't understand that kind of thing. So, yeah, that is it. That one passed. Now, since passed, now in Kongo marry, Aisha, that is quite younger than. And if you notice, Aisha is very attractive. She didn't go where she studied cosmetology, something like that. Woman will know herself. Woman will get doings, now in married. So even myself, I feel they ask, I wonder how this woman will take the couple. Because let me tell you, when knacking no day marriage is a very good ground for divorce, especially Islamically. So long as say they get you go, they worry me, say, how that kind of young woman you get go take them, because I know go lie. Some of you be like, do you think it's every woman that does not? I've seen so many women that cannot stay without it. Yes, especially from the north, there are women, if they knack them, even if you like get money, they go find way to divorce you. That is just the thing. So I'm not saying that's the reason why she divorced, but I'm hearing something. I'm like, how this woman go take the cope, even as being a president's wife and all of that. But for the first time in history, now I'm beginning to doubt. Normally, a northern woman will not leave you, will not be with you because of class and because of money. If this is what has happened here, I feel it will be because of the class. Right? Because at least he was president for 8 years, the second time. What happened? Why be say they no divorce since? It can't be now, and they didn't divorce. You don't ask yourself that question. Why is it that since they no divorce, you first wait until they don't go back Dora, now she can start to stay divorce. So many issues might affect. If it be say she talks to me, I don't want to stay Dora. You get because Dora na village, I know Dora well. She fit decide say, oh me, I no fit dey Dora. Oh. And him go be like, you know, say an old man, and he said he was retiring back home. And soon we get level. She go say, it's either I'm staying in Abuja or I am staying in Kaduna. But even while he was president, we dey hear say sometimes they dey separated because at some point in the marriage, Aisha was based in Dubai. We are kids. So the thing is kind of, they go now talk, say, oh, now because of say she dey vex, say some people, they control the man like that in France. Mom and Dora, you understand, they are controlling him and all of that. Oh, that is why, blah, 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 blah. Later, when she go still come back, they go hug and all of that. It's just, it's just, we just can't believe it. But right now, I believe they're no more. Because when he passed, normally she's supposed to sit and mourn her husband. At least she'll mourn him because they'll do 3 days prayer, they'll do 7 days prayer Islamically. Then after that, then they'll do 40 days prayers, right? That one will now give her the privilege now to now you get we'll done a month for 1 year for that part. Most time 40 days after 40 days, if you marry, if you decide say, oh, I want to marry. So she no go Daura with them. If you notice, she wasn't in Daura with them. If you watch the clip, even while they were in the hospital in the UK, we didn't really see her. Even if we saw her, it would be crazy. I can't really fathom or say, okay, that's true or anything. Yeah, I can't really say, oh, see, what I stand for UK because now children then they see the big ones, Fatima, Zahara. At some point, we saw the son Yusuf. You get so that further confirms that these two were not together again. They split it immediately after, obviously, last year. Now, there are a lot of speculations online. Some people now are saying, oh, maybe what Nnamdi Kanu said is true, that, oh, he is not the real Buhari, that, you see, she has run away and left him, and, the whole thing is supposed to be like this, right? So a lot of them have things. I don't believe that anyways. Some people have things to say, but me, I am worried about him being laid to rest in his house. This is the first time I am seeing a northern Muslim being buried in his own compound. I've not seen it before. I watched Umar Musa's burial. In fact, I was in front of that place. He was buried in Amarna. If you're in Katsina, you understand. He was buried in Myrna. That place was a burial ground, like a cemetery, a Muslim burial ground where they bury people. That was where he was laid to rest. And so many more. We can talk about so many billionaires in the north that passed, and they didn't bring them to bury them inside their compound. Do you understand? That thing still, they like, and they feel like, you get, I'm like, what's happening here? Is it a personal agreement with his kids? I want to be laid in my house because most people are not laid in there. In the north, that's one thing I like about the north too. They need a bury person for house. They get burial ground. They really far from where people dey. You understand? They really manage that part well for north. So him being buried in the house, I'm like, first of all, again, I can't still they worried. Did they open the face of the person they were buried? Did anybody see his face? When he was being laid, like when he was lying in state, in as much as I know that, okay, Islamically, when they don't bait you that bait, tie you up, they can't open you again. But who was the one that confirmed that the body, where they carry come all the way from there, was his? Because if you could remember, one of the richest men in Nigeria passed last month. That was Nantata, right? Nantata, that is Seradua's uncle. He passed, he died in Medina. And he was laid to rest in Medina, where his first wife too, was buried, right? Normally they would have said, oh, see that man get money. If you see a house for Abuja, we'll bring and come bury for a mansion. No, most houses didn't do like that. They didn't lay the person to die, to rest, where in the. But now, let's say it's understandable that, okay, he's a president, right? Not that they had to bring him here, but just like they did for Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. But normally, they would have laid him to rest in that they are northern. I know they won't bury him in the city of Katsina, but at least in Daura they have a burial. So a burial ground, yeah. That further, I don't know. Probably they're not civilized past as I know them, but this is just it. So this is all the conspiracies I'm just feeling. I'm looking at the thing. Oh, is it that this woman now? Is it that you really stay? Make you say you cash out, go? Yeah, is that what happened? If not so, now not be only Igbo girls, so people from this south, they're nice. I be able to chook eye for Simon New. Hey, plenty. So that is that. But again, in all, if he is the one that was laid to rest there, honestly, I give it to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He did a good job. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not that strong, but you can imagine this man present in Katsina for that body to land. Follow that body. They don't have From Katsina to Dora, there's no airport, right? I think they will go by road. Or is it, do they have to use a chopper? I don't know. It's so stressful. And that man did it for him. I can see the way he's so dedicated, in debt, doing those things. That man tried though. He tried. And people really came out. A lot of people, past governors in Katsina, past governors from the north, they felt this. So many people, even Amechi self, dressed like Hausa people, they for there. I saw so many, I didn't really sit down with here. I really did not sit down with it. Yeah, people, I really did not see like that. I didn't sit down with it. I didn't see Wiki. Yeah. And so many people too. Yeah, I didn't see the former Emir of Kano State. Yeah. Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, His Royal Highness Majesty. I didn't see him. Then so many, not be everybody go. Now be the thing. So didn't you see there's controversy that surround the whole thing, the whole drama. And then the fake meeting too, that they just held in honor of President, Buhari, late President Buhari. If you notice, the wife was not there. It's just his children and the president, and his son was the one that even did what's it called, the speech and all of that. So that goes to confirm that that woman was divorced. Probably now she could not marry herself, or maybe she couldn't date. Who knows? But guys, if you ask me, I'll tell you that, oh, we miss him. He's a good man. Yeah. A lot of females say, why are you saying he's a good man? His children call him good. Me, if your children go fit open and say, oh, my father a good man. To a lot extent, I see the children. I saw how wounded they were. I saw how bitter. All of them talking about how nice their father has been, and the kind of praises, the kind of things. Even his photographer, I've seen so many people saying good things about him. So who am I to say that the man is not a good man? Are they mad? Is he my father? But all I know is everything is controversial. But he was honored very, very well. To be honest, he was honored very, very well. But he was divorced. Probably the reason why he also passed on time, because if he had a woman in his life, he wouldn't have really passed on time. What do you guys think? Let's see in the comment section.